Coin Empire, every angle to get in the cryptocurrency game. This is my first video. I've been investing in cryptocurrency since last May when Bitcoin was at 1700. In August, I got more interested when it hit 4,000, really started learning, investing in altcoins, Bitcoins, learning the exchanges, and different ways to get into the game. Just experimenting with YouTube, and I just want to bring short and sweet videos on different angles. Today I just wanted to cover my journey starting with LocalBitcoins, which is a way to buy and sell Bitcoin. I'm mostly looking to sell. I've bought before, and what it is the Craigslist of Bitcoin. The reason people use it is really to get into Bitcoin. Your other options are places like Coinbase and Gemini. Those are onboard ramps to link to your bank account or your credit card and get in the game and buy Bitcoin. Coinbase, the biggest one, charges 1.5% for a bank account transaction and 4% to buy Bitcoin with your credit card. Gemini is free for your bank account. Now they have limits, daily limits and monthly limits, and so the game here is to sell Bitcoin for a profit compared to the market. So we can see right here are ads on each line, kind of just like Craigslist. People are selling their Bitcoin at this rate, and the current rate of Bitcoin at this time, if we go over to CoinMarketCap, which is where coins are listed, Bitcoin, we can see right here, is at almost 5,800. People selling, though, are selling for quite a bit more. So just looking over this roughly, it seems like you can get 3 to 6% selling off the bat, and that's why I've signed up at Gemini. It'll take up to 2 weeks because they're so backed up. I have a Coinbase account, so I'm going to experiment, and I'm going to pay that 1.5% to the bank. So really what you're trying to do here is become one of these guys, and the reason people are willing to pay more for Bitcoin on this site than a normal exchange like those is they don't want to deal with a credit card or a bank account. And remember, this is universal. There's people in other countries that buying with cash and their own currency is the best way. And you can see all the different options to pay here. People meet in person and exchange cash. There's gift cards, all sorts of ways. So it's the Craigslist of exchanging Bitcoin. But I think the game here is to do this cash game. And so how it works is these sellers, how they're making money is in their ads, you would go in and you would agree to buy Bitcoin for this price, and you would go to their bank like Wells Fargo and you would deposit cash into their bank account with their name, and they usually give that after you agree to buy the Bitcoin, and usually have a couple hours to get to the bank. As you can see, Sunday's closed. You can see normal days he's open those hours. These merchants come in and out when they have Bitcoin on hand or not. And you can see, you could go to their profile and check them out. This guy has a 99% feedback score. Let's go to his profile. You can go to all their profiles. This guy has 1,000 plus confirmed trades. He's moved a ton of Bitcoin. He's had a lot of different people. A bunch of people have trusted him. You can scroll down more and see reviews and feedback. And so you as a seller, you want to get feedback. And one way to do that as a beginner is most likely just to buy Bitcoin from one of these guys in small amounts and get a good feedback rating. And that's kind of what I plan to do with my new account, is to go buy small amounts and get good reviews from these guys, because reviews are a two-way street. So you can see this next guy only has 13 transactions, but he still has 100% and so on. So you want to build up your reviews, and you can do that with friends, right? You could have friends come on, and you could go to each other's bank a couple times and just do the money around, so you each get reviews just like any other sort of review system, just to start you out. That's another thing I may plan on doing. So I've just put up an ad today, and I've gone very cheap on the margin I'm getting. I'm only doing like where I get like 2%, and I'm going to do it through Coinbase because I already have a Coinbase account, so I'm probably going to break even. And I'm just testing the waters. But this is just a good way. If you can imagine, if you were pushing let's say $10,000 a month, even 20,000, you could make on this kind of arbitrage of you would keep putting money through Gemini, you would buy the Bitcoin there, you transfer it to your wallet here. So Gemini has a wallet and here has a wallet. You transfer it from your wallet here to your local Bitcoin wallet, and then people would come buy it through your bank. You would get cash sent to your bank account, and you go back to Gemini. So it'd just be this sort of triangle of arbitrage where you could make 3 to 6% if you play it well. Now, the one thing that's standing in your way is Gemini has limits of $500 a day deposit. The only way to get past that is a wire transfer, which we're talking about $20 to $30. And I've heard Gemini does rebate that money sometimes. Not all the time, though, I don't think. So then you're talking about you would need to have $2,000 to $3,000 to wire transfer for it to be worth it to make profit. The other thing to consider is that banks don't like when you just get a whole bunch of anonymous cash deposits. Now, if it's small, like 500 to 1,000, I believe it's okay. I'm not a lawyer. This is not legal advice. This is just me exploring this entire subject. But you can form an LLC, and you have to look into it with a lawyer and your local state regulation, but you can become a money manager, and I'm sure you pay certain taxes and you have certain things set up. But then when you get it into your LLC, your account, your business account, you can do higher amounts in this cash, kind of like you're a pawnbroker or a jeweler or anything like that. And that's something I haven't looked into. But so if you want to get heavier in this game, you're probably going to want to form an LLC. I'm going to start with the 500 a day at some point and come around to a video another day and cover that and how that goes and build my way up to maybe a wire transfer of a couple thousand from my bank to Gemini. So I could move that much in a day, hopefully, if my ratings are good and the market's there. Again, I've only done this, I've only bought, and I've bought successfully a handful of times, and it's been a good experience. And these reviews tend to work out, and the people on the other end are very responsive because they're making money. And they want the reviews to go up, and they want to arbitrage more money. So that's it. I'll cover more later, but yeah, there's a lot of angles to this crypto game, and this is one of the ones that's more under the radar, which is selling crypto for a profit.